Hey everybody, it's Melissa. I hope everybody's having an awesome Thursday. It's Friday Eve. I just wanted to come to you really quick and share a few thoughts that I was having in hopes that it helps somebody in this time. So, yesterday I kept my 5-year-old son at home with me because he was complaining that his hips and his legs were hurting pretty badly. And so I took him to the doctor, and the conclusion that they came up with is that he is having some pretty aggressive growing pains. And so we were familiar with just what growing pains were because we have a daughter that's pretty tall and she's gone through them as well, but his has tended to be pretty aggressive. And so one thing that this brought up for me was just this thought that a natural process that our bodies have to go through. So the stretching and the pulling of our ligaments and muscles and joints can be quite uncomfortable. And the only thing that this little person is trying to do is grow. And so it kind of brought my awareness to some conversations that have happened recently with my clients and with friends, and just some thoughts that I have had as well. And the idea that emotional growing pains are real as well. And so, what has happened is people have shared that as they become aware and they bring up things in therapy, that is not easy. And so, we know that going to a therapist and talking to a therapist and bringing up things from our past and things that we've done we've tried to do a very good job of kind of stuffing down and kind of not having be on the surface. Therapy kind of brings that out of us. And sometimes it can be very uncomfortable. And so we become very aware of thought processes and actions and feelings that are negatively impacting us, that we are not feeling very fulfilled in our lives and happy that these things are present for us. And we become aware of just the learning process that we have gone through in our childhood and in our adulthood sometimes as well. And we become aware of what our norm has been and if it's functional and healthy or if it's not. And so when we do have a goal and we decide that we want to become healthier, we want to have better relationships, we want to understand the internal processes with ourselves more, and we come to a decision and say, okay, there are some changes that I want to make for myself so I can get to living my best life, as we all hear people say, that transition can be challenging. It can be difficult. It can be downright hard sometimes, because as we start to unlearn some bad behaviors or just habits and start to adapt and create and enforce new boundaries and just a new norm again for ourselves, that can be hard. And one thing about creating and enforcing, especially new boundaries with other people in our lives, is that they push on those and they challenge those and they want to interact with us in the way that we were in our old selves and not always acknowledge the new us that we are developing and growing and trying to put forth into the world. So I would like to share with you that if you are on a journey yourself of stretching yourself outside of your comfort zone, really transitioning from that normal that you knew and stepping towards creating a new normal for yourself and learning and adapting all new positive skills and things, if this journey has been difficult for you, it's okay. It's normal. Emotional growing pains are real, but I want you to be encouraged to know that it's a process. There are no just quick and easy fixes to living your best life. Know that it takes time. But remember and be aware of all of those positive goals and things that you've set for yourself and that positive vision of what you want on the other side of where you are right now. And just be patient. Be very self-compassionate with yourself and treat yourself like you would someone that you observed or knew was struggling through the same thing. You would be very understanding. You would be very patient. And so give yourself that same courtesy. And so if this applies to anybody and this is your process or this is what you've realized that, okay, I felt a little bit of this discomfort in my process as well, comment or inbox me if anybody has any questions about your own just personal journey and some challenges that you've experienced. I would love to just communicate and dialogue with you and further support you in your process as well. So again, everybody, I hope you have a great weekend. Thursday is Friday Eve, so we're already looking towards that. I hope you take care of yourself, really practice some good self-care, and just enjoy. Thank you.